Hi, I'm Dani, and today I have a little bit more of a challenge for you for your core. I get asked some different questions on some exercises that are really beneficial for the core that are a little bit easier for the lower back or may also benefit the lower back. That lower back is for sure part of our core, right? And there's different modifications that you can do for a lot of your core exercises, and you usually will find that when you are performing a certain core exercise, and if you're feeling your lower back maybe talking to you a little bit, maybe it likes to move and it's, a little bit more sore on one side or the other, just depending on what you have going on. You always want to make sure you're checking with your doctor for whatever you're feeling. A lot of physical therapy exercises are very beneficial, and some things that I have found with what I've been through that are really helpful for me are some things that I'm going to share with you today. So one of the moves that I like to do to begin to just get a little bit more ready to move is sitting how I'm sitting and taking my hands around the shins. So we're going to get started right away. Ready? To have a seat, face me, and go through these exercises. See how you feel. Arms are in the front. Now I always want to be nice and tall with the body for that alignment, and you want to think about pulling your abdomen kind of away from your pants as if you're drawing your belly button towards your spine. So you're really contracted and ready to work the abdominal wall. And remember, your core is going to go really into the lower part of that back as well. So here we sit up tall. Then what I do is I round my shoulders towards each other, breathing in, kind of get a nice little stretch there, and then I come back up. So I'm thinking about going towards you as you're coming towards me. I round again, rounding the back. Sometimes you can even lift your feet up if you want to do that, and then come up again. Now what I want you to do is bring your arms down by your side, just a light stretch. So if you're going to take your left arm up first, reaching your left arm over. You don't have to make it really big, but just a little stretch, a little range of motion. It's kind of stretching, bending. Good. One more time. There we go. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is a movement that's kind of like a scissor or an alternating leg lift. You're going to need to lie down on your back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck under through the core and lower back. So I'm laying on the back and I'm going to be feet flat. And I'm going to hold my head up to talk to you a little bit, but then I'm going to put it down. So I'm going to take my fingertips behind my head. This is an advanced option. So my modification would be head down, arms down by my side, shoulders down, engaging the core. Basically, it's as if you're holding a cup of water on your abdominal wall. Give the glutes a little squeeze, and as if you're trying to lift them up a little bit, but your back is still imprinted into the mat. You are going to lift up one leg, knee to the hip, and then you are going to lift up the other leg. Then you're going to lower this one down and this one down. So you're going to find what I'm starting out with is bringing my knee to my hip, and then lowering down and just tapping my toe to the floor. I want to contract the abdominal wall and hold this tight to try to avoid wobbling or rocking, really contracting and using the core. If I take my fingers and I push right here, I want to feel those muscles are tight. I can breathe, I can talk, I'm not holding my breath, but I'm contracting this really strong. If I'm relaxed, it's just, you can push, contract, you push, it's harder, you're going to feel the muscles deeper, okay? So you're coming up, and lowering it down slow. Let's do a little bit of this together. Now, when this becomes a little easier, you can straighten the leg up a little taller. That makes it a little bit harder. Now I'm going to come down on my heel. But I'm really slow and I'm controlled. Contracting and holding this tight. Trying to not let my lower back wobble. And then again, if I really want to make it a little harder, I'm going to completely straighten my legs. Take the time lowering one down, lower down, lift it up, lift it up. I can even scissor pass. Keep moving with me. Find what feels good for you. Breathe out. You want to like you shake a little bit. You know, you're quivering. You've got space between your chin and your chest. And again, remember, you can modify here with that head down. Squeeze through. Maybe you're going to do like 15 total or 8 to 10 on each leg. And then pull that in. Okay? So that's one move that I love that really helps strengthen that lower part of the core. It's all connected, but when you get down into that transverse area, contracting that and really feeling it are helpful. The second thing is simply just taking the legs up and then rocking back a little bit so your rear end is up off the floor. You're holding your head up, you separate the legs, and it's just isolating this. So maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds breathing. With those hips up, that's what you're creating while you're contracting. You can even bring your arms up. You know, where do you want those at? You can even put the head down if you need to be a little more modified. But it's about the rear end staying up, feet open, and you're contracting again as if you push 2 fingers there, right on your abdomen, lower part below your belly button. It's tight. Feel those muscles squeezed. Keep holding strong, and then bend and come down. The next thing that I like to do is just a very basic pelvic tilt. So all of these may seem challenging depending on the level that you do them at, and then they may seem a little easier. You want to feel the challenge though. When my legs are up there, my hips are lifted, it's like, it's really, really tight, and I want you to feel that. This pelvic tilt, feet are down, you can have them flat, or you can take the soles of your feet together, and you're tilting up. So basically you want to think about your hips come up towards your rib cage, and then you come back down. So it's a little tilt. And again, you can do this, you want to put your fingers here so you're contracted, and you tilt up with your head down. You can do that a little bit harder, holding your head up and having the contraction. So right now, it's not about trying to squeeze and lift your rear end. It's bring your hip towards your rib cage. So if you have your finger and your thumb here, they should get closer towards each other and then further away. Closer towards each other and then further away. So create that here. Exhale. Keep holding that cup of water. Keep squeezing. Nice and tight. One more. Good. The last one, I'm going to come up on my hands and knees. I love this movement. Basically, it's a quadruped movement. You have both arms down and both knees down. You're going to be focusing on balancing and the strength of the back holding you in position. If I extend one arm out straight, my neck is going to be aligned, so I'm looking out in front of me instead of down. The opposite leg comes out. So now I'm holding that. And again, the natural line of your back, like I have more of a natural arch in my back. So I'm really drawn up, tucked under, and holding that flat. Breathing here. Now after you have the balance, you feel good, about 10 seconds. You're going to bring your elbow and your knee together. Breathe out. 1, 2, nice and strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. Good, then you come back down. So again, you're checking hands underneath the shoulders, back in line, one leg, one arm, contracting, Feeling the balance, shoulders are away from the ears, so we're not here, we're tall, tucked under strong. Nice. Okay, you're gonna pull it in. Ready? Here you go. 1, reach. 2, think about that. Squeeze it in. Where's your breath at? In through the nose, out of the mouth. You're doing great. Give me 2 more, because you can. 1 more. And we end down. Good job. Okay, so let's go through those a little bit again, okay? If you're gonna just do the 1 set, you're great. If you wanna get in 2, 3, or 4, that's fine. So I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna choose to hold my head up. I'm gonna scissor. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, concentrating on that back, staying imprinted, nice and strong. Hold that cup of water right by the belly button, squeezing through. Bend it in. Good. Legs go up. Hips come up. So you're lifted up off the floor, tight in the abdominal wall. Take those fingers, hold it tight, lift up the chest, breathe. What's best for you? Hold it strong. Contract, want to be quivering. Good. Feet come down, abdomen tight, focus on that tilt, come in, hips and ribs towards each other, and away. Squeeze. All the way. Think about the muscle. Thinking about that muscle. Keep the contraction here. Drive it down. Contract. From the hip to the rib cage. One more. Nice. Pull it in. Come on up. You're doing great. Okay, let's go back to that quadruped movement. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, open. Contract. Shoulders back, neck in line. 1 arm, 1 leg. Find the balance. Breathe it in strong. Ready? Here we go. And think about it, coming together. So you really squeeze. Extend, squeeze the lower back. About 1 more. Good. So you know you might start with 5, 6, 8, or 10. Strong to the other side. Balancing. Here we go. Two more. All right. Good job, you guys. So again, when you're choosing your core exercises, I like to run through this series a couple different times during the week. You know, I love to do plyo And I find that really stretches me and really works my core and helps me. It's kind of like my lifesaver, body saver workout. And adding in a few of these other movements, especially when I'm working my core with more challenging, harder exercises throughout the week, I find that this is still good. I'm still challenging myself. I'm feeling it on a deeper level, really connecting and keeping my back strong. I've had car accidents and a few different things that I have been through. Maybe you relate with that. And I have found certain things that I've learned in physical therapy and with the years that I've been in fitness. These are some of the movements that really, really help me, as well as things like doing things on my foam roller and also the resistance ball, which I'll probably share with you in another video. So challenge yourself today. Comment below and let me know how many sets you did, how it felt, if these exercises are helping you, and look for another video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Danielle Laux, and also on Facebook. I have my profile as Dani Laux Fitness, and I have my page, Danielle R. Laux. So again, comment below, and I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.